to abyssiniataste. With so many requests today, I've come back to show you how to prepare Ethiopian DOROWOT. As you know, DOROWOT is one of the very popular and traditional dishes of Ethiopian and Eritrean people. I will prepare it here all together. Don't go anywhere. We know that cooking is a creation and there's no rules as such. However, with Ethiopian traditional DOROWOT or chicken stew, there's certain rules that you must have to follow. One of these is that your whole chicken has to be splitted into 12 different parts, which I'll be showing you today. We will start splitting our chicken to 12 pieces by starting from the wings on the sides, and we do take the skin off. As you can see, you can use your knife to assist you take that off, and then we continue to do the thighs and legs again on the sides. So we just do it from the joints. As you can see here on the screen, you have to make sure that it's all 12, so you gotta be making this right. So I've got 4 here already, 2 thighs and 2 legs. I've done my wings, so let me continue. Here is the breast coming off, and yeah, we take all these unnecessary bones out. There's all these areas that you can feel by your hand to make it easy cut for you. After splitting your 2 breasts here, you're left with your farasanya, which is what it's called in Amharic. It's often given to either the father or a husband if there's one in the house, or otherwise the elder person in the house will eat that. Here I'm preparing the neck. I did cut it in 2 pieces, however it's counted as one. And then I've got here the back, which I'll be cutting in 2 pieces as well. We're almost finished with our preparation. The next part will be cleaning it all together. Here I clean the neck, as you can see, and we continue with washing all of this together with salt and lime or lemon. Here our chicken has been splitted in 12 different pieces. If you like, we can count. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we have to wash this thoroughly after we soak it with lemon juice and salt. We just gotta make sure that this is all clean before we cook. This is the chicken pieces being soaked with lemon juice and salt. I just have 2 of these here because I only prepared one with you in the video, and the other one was already prepared just to reduce the time. However, it's all the same, and I'm only soaking it here with salt and lemon, as I said earlier, to make sure that it's all clean. And we gotta make sure that this water is all clean before we start cooking, so we have to wash it thoroughly. After soaking it for a few minutes, we change the water and do the whole washing process again. So as you see me here, I wash it to make sure that the water at the end is all clean and the chicken or the meat has no smell. So then we know that it's ready to go into our DOROWOT. DOROWOT is not a day-to-day dish in our culture, but when it's made with love and care. Here on the side, I'll be starting preparing my other main ingredient of my DOROWOT, which is onion. DOROWOT needs quite a big amount of onion, so to speed up the chopping process, I'll be using my food processor. Now that we're done with the preparation, the next step is to start the cooking. Here I have all my chicken nicely washed, as you saw earlier. Here is 4 kilograms of chopped brown onion. I also have some garlic here. It's finely minced and I'll be using it all for today's cooking. Here also I have 300 grams of tomato paste. I also have 600 grams of berbere dill, which you can also replace by berbere powder if you like. I also have 500 mils of oil, and here I have some cardamom, for which I'll be using teaspoons as needed when we cook. Here also some salt and mekalesha. Mekalesha is another spice, finishing spice that I'll be using as needed as well. And here I have finally my Maggi. So these are all the things that I'll put in my Doro. Let's go and do this. It is our onion that we cook first. So I'm putting the onion into the pot. Here I will now leave it with the lid on because it has to cook first until it completely dries out all the water. So the thing that you have to make sure is that your onion has to cook really well, and it has to dry out all the water. As you can see now, it's turned a little brownish, and also there's no water left. You don't see any water here, so now it's ready for you to put your oil. I'm happy how this is actually turning out. So let's do this and put some oil. So then it's the berbere dill that we add, and after cooking it for about half an hour, here we add our tomato paste. Then after cooking your mix for a few minutes, it will be time to put your chicken in. Once your chicken is in, you have to cook it at least for another hour. But throughout this process, you gotta make sure that you keep stirring this so that it does not stick. The other thing to remember is that your heat has to stay either in a medium or low because you don't want this to burn. It has to cook slowly. The other thing is that I'm using a boiling chicken here, which does help having a very similar taste to the DOROWOT that we cook back home. So you just continue the stir until this all cooks. It may sound like a very time-taking process, but trust me, once this is all done, you'll be amazed how this turns out. Wow, look how this is all going. It's almost ready now. The chicken has cooked. You can also see that by looking at the meat, and it's really cooked very well. As you can see, the chicken has shrunk a bit, and the bones are sticking out, which tells you that it's cooked really well. Wow. The next thing is to just add the final bits, for which I'll be putting some cardamom. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of that. As you can see, my dough is a bit thick, so I'm just gonna be putting some hot water. I've got some water that I've boiled already, so I'll just put a little bit of that. If you like your chicken to be more on the stewy side, you can put more water, or if you like it thick, perhaps, which is what I like it to be, don't put too much water. Still, it's a bit too thick here, so I might add a little bit more and just continue to stir. Wow, this is smelling so yummy. Almost done. So the last, or the second last I should say, is salt that I'm putting here. So I'm adding 2 teaspoons of that. We're about to finish. So here also I put my mekalesha, which is a mix of spices that helps to finish off your dish. So our DOROWOT is almost ready. Look at this. Wow, I cannot wait to taste it. Our DOROWOT is now ready to be served, and I'm hopeful that you'll find this video helpful to make a delicious DOROWOT at home like I did today. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to see more videos that I make. We are done for now. I'll see you soon with another video. Have a good one.